Hello and welcome to the CIA, the Choc Ice Arena, where the Chockers will play Eggers FC, the new boys in the Southern Premier League, the Southern Bromsgrove Premier League that is. And straight away there's, almost a spectacular own goal from the Eggers centre half. I can't believe that. It was a good job the goalkeeper was switched on. It could have been 1-0 to the Chockers. Could have been the fastest goal of the season. But meanwhile, as Philip Binner sends one wide, we welcome back Christophe Delaglazer. He's been in Mexico at a training camp, working on his fitness. And apparently it's been a very successful trip for the young lad. As we welcome him back into the starting lineup, as we see Philemon, Eddie Tier throwing a right boot at an effort there, which is never a good thing, because Eduardo van der Tier and the right boot do not mix. A little bit like water and alcohol. Meanwhile, here come the Egger boys. Comes back in the right foot. Oh, he's found the net. The Eggers. Not quite sure why they're called Eggers. Maybe they egg people. I don't know. If it is, that's a horrible way to live your life. Here's Phil Binner. That's a great turn, Philemon. That's a good save from the Eggers goalkeeper. That was an absolute brilliant bit of play there from Philemon. He held it up well. He turned, did the old sexy Maradona dance, but he couldn't finish. It's gone out for a corner. Also, it needs to be mentioned that the captain, El Rudge, couldn't play today. He's been called out to a fire. But here's Phil Binner. That's a fantastic finish. What a goal from the Stoke Heath Predator. Look at this turn. Look at the way he just shifts his feet and his weight onto his left foot. And he finishes with great aplomb. It takes a little deflection. But Philemon won't care about that. 1-1 Chockers. It can't be 1-1 to the Chockers. The Chockers have made it 1-1. But when you're a commentator, a big game commentator, you only get one chance at saying it right. Meanwhile, here's Foster. Meanwhile, he's playing in the... didn't get the memo about the Chockers playing in white tonight, so he's in the Chockers blue shirt. Oh, what a save! Andy M! Look at that! Brilliant save from the keeper. Most people would have been able to catch that. But because this lad is the size of a short Japanese person, he's a combined height of a rugrat and a 30cm rule. He's very small, that is what I'm trying to say. Meanwhile, as we see Eddie Tier and Philemon Binner making a meal out of something. Oh, brilliant! Good effort! But let's look at that in super slow-mo, because I think Andy M gets a touch on this. He does. He sends it onto the crossbar. And the goal line technology says that did not cross the line. Still 1-1 at the CIA. Must have forgotten to cut that. Something must be happening in a minute. Eggers. 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 Oh! That's what's happening. It's a fantastic save from the keeper. Andy, yeah, look at that. And Big Will here, the on-call Chockers reserve player. There to pick up the pieces. I'm just going to have to cough, actually, because I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Hang on. Oh, that's a bit better. Meanwhile, here's Philemon. That's a good save, Philemon. He's done well on his own up front. People, the media and, some messages on Twitter have been circulating that Van der Tier and Philemon Binner cannot play together. Meanwhile, the Eggers hit the post. Here they come again. Oh, it's in. That's unfortunate for the Chockers. That lad, when you smash it hard and low into the corner, it's really difficult for the keepers to keep it out. And it's 2-1 to Eggers. So it's a really weakened Chockers team tonight. As we see the Egger boys coming in again. And they've scored again. There we go. 3-1. They're carrying a bit of momentum now. 3-1 to the Egger boys. Here's Van der Tier. Playing in the Wayne Rooney role. He picks it up. Van der Tier sets up. Big Will! Oh, it's a good save. That was heading for the top corner. Big Will smashed it first time. It was goal bound. And the keeper sees it over the bar. Meanwhile, here come the Egger boys. Good play from Christoph de la Glazer. Still Glazer. Plays it into the middle. Foster to finish. Oh, it's not the Choccers' day today in front of goal. A good save from the goalkeeper, Danny F. And still score says at 3-1. Danny F. Oh, he's been turned inside out. Look at that, and it's a good finish from that player with his back to goal. Andy M. Can't believe it. He's been left exposed by the Chocker boys. 4-1. But the Choccers, to be fair, they look fucked. All of them look absolutely knackered. Danny F and Eddie van der Teer have already played once tonight. So's Andy M. That's a good move from van der Teer. Van der Teer! Unfortunate. Philemon stretches a leg. He's moving gingerly. Could that mean trouble for the injury-prone Phil Binner? As we can see, there's a good save from the goalkeeper there. And just watch as Phil stretches for this ball. Now, I've been told that he's been down the gym at 6 a.m. every day. Well, I say I've been told. I see his fucking Instagram stories and Snapchats. And he's always in the gym, so he's got no excuse. But as we can see, he's clearly struggling. And remember, the Choccers have got no subs. And they're 4-1 down. And we're on Phil Cam there, and he looks to be struggling. There he is again. He's getting deeper and deeper into the defence. He normally is at the top, but there's Foster. He smashes it over. It's a little bit worrying, knowing that the Chocker boys. There he is, Phil. Yeah, I think he's feeling the groin, or he's just getting a bit carried away. I don't know. What's he? Is he having a little play? I'm not sure. No, it's the groin. I've just heard on the earpiece that it is the groin. And the good save from the goalkeeper, Andy M. The lad gave him the eyes, and he hit the bar, and the ball rebounded off the keeper. And Andy M picked the ball up just as it was about to cross the line. Still 4-1. Meanwhile, here's Danny F. Silky. Oh. Yeah, Philemon. The change is happening. The change is coming. The gloves are coming off. Philip Binner will make his Choccers debut in between the sticks. And here comes Andy M. playing outfield for only a second time in his long Choccers career that spanned nearly 12 months. Remember last time he played outfield as he claps the applause the fans. He actually scored twice. So will Andy M, the goalkeeper, remember, be able to replicate what happened against the Ivory Toast last March as they won 9-0 when he scored twice? Meanwhile, here's Big Will, finds Glazer. Andy M, first touch, what's it like? His first touch is shit, but hopefully it will get better than that. And that's a first touch for Liam Philip Binner, I should say. Should call him his proper name, Philemon Binner. Meanwhile, here's Big Will. Big Will coming away with the ball there. He's through on goal, but he absolutely has a shocker. And I think the ball goes out for a goal kick. Oh, Philemon gave it away and he's been punished. Now you know exactly how I feel all the time when you've got the ball and you just accidentally give it to the opposition. You feel like shit. It's 5-1 to the Egger boys. So the Eggers are on the attack again. The Eggers. Oh, it's a good save from Philemon, but I think he's been injured in the process. I think it hit him right in the kidney wiper. Could struggle. Danny F plays a long ball over the top to Andy M. Oh, he couldn't get underneath it because of his stunted growth. He's only a couple of inches bigger than Warwick Davis. And that guy from Elf, Miles Finch, basically he's very small, so he can't head the ball very well. Here come the Egger boys. Egger boys! It's in. It's 6 for the Eggers. Philemon Binner down in a heap of rubble. The Choccers look like a wounded animal. They need an injection of some life here. There's Van der Teer parried in the path of Big Will. Big Will, a consolation finish there from Big Will. Good predatory instinct there from the on-call fireman. Big Will, good finish. That's his 5th goal of the season. Meanwhile, here's Glazer. He could have played in Andy M. Chose to shoot, but it's gone out for a corner. The Chockers are having a bit of pressure here, as Van der Teer tries to swing in a ball, but the ball's gone out for a throw-in. As Big Will gets the ball around about the halfway line, and he's going to look to hit the target man, Danny F. There he is. Keep your eye on Danny F, the man in the blue. Look at the movement from Andy M. It's good movement. There's Danny F. Lays it into Andy M. This is his moment. He's done it. He's gone. The crowd are going absolutely wild. Look what it means to him. What a finish from the goalkeeper. Unbelievable finishing there. Look at this great hold-up play from Danny F. Like a young Efenakoku. And he played it to Andy M and he stuck a toe in it. But some people would call it a cynical toe poke. But those people would just be idiots. They'd be wrong. That was more like a cultured Ronaldinho finish. What a finish. And look at him. He's celebrating towards the fans. Goes to give the high five to Glazer but changes his mind and leaves him hanging. Look at he's got his eye on one thing and one thing only. The camera. To celebrate with the fans. Look at that. What a great moment from this young lad from Aston Fields. Celebrating his 1st goal of the season for the Chockers. Making it 6-3. Here come Eggers. Andy M. No. The Egger boys. They're probably going to score now. Yeah. Another goal. These goals are getting silly now. Bit boring. It's like FIFA. We've all got annoying mate you play when you play FIFA who's through on goal and then instead of shooting just lays in the other striker and he finishes. That's exactly it. It's a bit like playing with Philemon Binner. Oh, Andy M goes to shoot from the halfway line. Reminiscent of a young Omar Sally from last season. And good pressure from the Chockers. They're 7-3 down, but they're certainly not downhearted. As Van der Teer finds his old classmate, Andy M. Andy M rifles one. But there's a good save with the goalkeeper's feet. Look at that. Gets one touch to get away from the Egger goal, the Egger centre-half. But he couldn't quite put it in the back of the net. That would have been monumental. Here is Andy M. This could be his chance for the brace. Oh, that's unfortunate. He could feel the big lanky centre-half breathing down his neck. And he might have panicked there. But he'll still be happy with the goal. Look at that for a turn. This boy hasn't played outfield for 6 months and before that more like 15 years. But that doesn't seem to bother him as another goal flies past Philemon Binner. That's 8-3 now. That was actually quite a good goal, but I was talking about myself, so I couldn't really give a shit. And I think the ref's going to blow the whistle any minute. Yeah, the referee's called time. It's 8-3. To Eggers, the Egger FC, the Egger boys, the people that throw eggs at passing cars. We've all done it. And they're celebrating their 1st win of the season as they only joined the league last week. So they're a good side, so watch out for the Egger boys. As Danny F comes across, as he goes to applaud the home fans. He's heading into that corner. But all eyes will be on Andy M after that finish. And obviously they'll be hoping that Philemon Binner will be back in action next week. But Andy M's kind of hoping that he's not so he can take his place up front. And maybe he's got his eye on the golden boot. But it's unlucky from the Chocker boys. They've got a smile on their faces, but the biggest smile belongs to Andy M.